Space in the Galleria, Gardens Under Glass. My name is Kathleen Rocco. I am the education specialist for the Cuyahoga County Solid Waste District, and also the person who delivers these compost seminars around the county. Last year we did a pilot program for this, and we had pretty good success and interest. And I'm actually rather surprised the number of people that sign up to come in the middle of their day to a seminar. So you can give yourselves a pat on the back for coming today. How many of you actually work downtown? So you have a handful of you that work downtown, and then the rest of you are coming back downtown to visit. Alright, so enjoy the space while you can and get to see what's going on around the gallery. I'm sure they'd be happy if you really actually sat down and ate lunch at the food court too. Christy and I might do that afterwards. Christy's helping me today. She is the PR media special events organizer, question answerer of the district. So she's here helping me today. So we'd like to welcome you. We did bring a handful of bins inside. I'm not sure how many of you really are going to truly haul them away from this location. But if you, no matter where you are in your education process on composting, if down the road you decide to buy one, our Garfield Heights facility, which is a brand new facility for us, is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 4:30. You're welcome to pick up a compost bin from there. I also invite people, if for some reason, like I had a young woman this morning who works at the federal building, she wanted a compost pail because she's already been at a seminar. I told her to come down and grab one for us before or after the seminar. So if you don't want to haul one away today, there's a wide variety of options for you to grab them. How many of you currently compost? These are my experts in the room. I will defer to you guys for any hard questions. We always have people who come in here that have one burning question they want to ask me. And I may or may not be able to answer that for you. I did attend a national composting seminar and got all the skinny that I needed to know on some of the questions that are most commonly asked by residents who are composting. Some of you might have already done your research and come to learn that our bins are affordable bins, and then some of you guys might just be starting to think about composting, which means you're in the beginning process, and we're going to give you that background science that you need to start. So this is part science class too. How many of you enjoyed science when you were in school? I have 2 reluctant 3 people raised it. That's true. It's a science class today. You might be upset with me about that. All right, there's a couple of myths on composting that people ask me. I have to stop and smile. Someone takes a picture because I look horrible otherwise. Italians constantly moving their hands in their mouth. So, backyard compost pile. Your backyard compost pile will not catch on fire, even if it's dry, if it's in the hot, hot sun. For some reason, the magic number on that is 12 feet high, and your compost piles aren't going to be that big. That means you're going to be doing industrial or commercial composting, and that's probably not going to be allowable in your backyard because of space commitments, and the city would be very upset with you too. Will your compost contain chemicals, heavy metals, things like arsenic? What I tell people is if you eat an apple and it has something on it, it will get into your compost pile. But by the way, you've already eaten it, so keep in mind that way. That really comes from industrial composters who mix it with their soil, local soils. And for example, some local soils are heavy in arsenic, and so they do testing on that level. I know very little backyard composters are going to test their chemical composition of your compost. But you could do that if you had a concern for whatever reason. But you know what's going in that pile because you're putting it in there. If you do fertilize your grass and want to compost your grass, you can go with an organic fertilizer, or you can wait a period of time before you add those grass clippings in there. We'll talk a little bit more about grass cycling, which is where you're going to want to leave your grass clippings right on your lawn so those nutrients go right back in there. The ink on the paper these days is not toxic like it used to be, so you can shred paper and put it in your pile without a problem. And the last myth, which is the biggest one, is it always smells. It should just have a nice little earthy smell. If it smells anything different than earthy, it means you have problems. Ooh. All right, assume that it smells even though it doesn't smell bad. On occasion, compost piles, depending on what you put in them, may smell bad, and then you just need to cover them up right away with brown material or drying material. Let me get this out of my way so you and I don't need each other's feet up. So just be aware that's a common kind of funny thing. Your compost pile may smell at some point in time. Again, if it does, that means there's a problem. You just have to do something away. Hopefully your neighbor won't complain. Basically, the district started this because there was not affordable composting bins available widely on the market at the time. Since then, Home Depot, Lowe's, Sam's Club, Walmart all carry some sort of composter. If $50 is too much for you and you have a membership for Sam's Club, they carry a version called the Soil Saver, and it's $39.95 at their store plus tax. So that's another option. Some of you in the room might ask me about tumblers. Anybody in here that was thinking of buying a tumbler? One person, two person. You have a tumbler, okay. There's some clues I tell people about tumblers, so remind me later on what I should tell you to help improve the action. Those, for the price point, they're really great, but you're going to spend more money with them actually. And obviously we want to give the education piece. A lot of people tell me they started composting and they got frustrated because their pile smelled or it wasn't working properly and they stopped. So this is why the education piece exists, because we want to encourage you to continue to compost. 2 reasons why people compost. How many of you are the gardeners in the room? You guys probably are the ones that want the soil amendment to add to your potted plants, your seedlings, your garden. That offsets the amount of fertilizer you need to use in your garden. And then there's people who are like me. So the rest of you might be like me, I'm not quite sure. You are just doing it to lower the amount of trash that's being thrown away. And if you do that, you're combating climate change, because when organic material ends up in a landfill, it produces methane gas, and that methane gas is burnt or released into the environment. So by keeping the organic material in your own compost pile, you're going to create just carbon dioxide and water from your composting efforts, plus a little bit of soil amendment. Somehow it likes to be, must bounce off the screen or something. Hi, welcome.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good. All right, so the reasons why we put compost in our soil, it just basically improves the condition of the soil. It's a little bit bigger, so those of you who have heavy clay soils, when you add compost to it, it just improves that. It took me 5 years of adding compost to parts of my yard so I can actually grow a lavender plant. I'd steal a little bit of lavender from my mother, I would plant it, it would die. I'd add more compost. I'd steal another plant from my mother and I would put it in the ground and it would die. Finally, after 5 years, I was able to plant a lavender plant and it survived because the soil conditions were much improved. She did. My father was an avid buyer of compost. The man would put a big 5 cubic yard pile, sometimes 10 at the end of his driveway, and shovel it throughout. Eventually, the Greater Leaf Ecology Association went away and he stopped buying compost on the scale. But his yard is extremely rich because of what they do. All right. Continue. This is the science part of the lesson. This is the big definition. Compost is the aerobic, which means oxygen enriched, aerobic biological decomposition, which means decaying, of organic material, it's called living things, under controlled conditions. So basically we're taking the stuff that was once living, we are allowing it to decay to the process, so we're taking an unstable material to making it into a stable material. So that is the official definition.